Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing Milky Butter Cookies. Okay, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this delicious cookie that is crunchy on the outside and very soft and yummy on the inside. Okay, let's go. Okay, for this recipe we'll be needing 200 grams of margarine, 100 grams of sugar, 200 grams of flour, 50 grams of corn flour, vanilla flavor, milk flavor. We'll also be needing a mixer, spatula, and a bowl, another bowl for the flour and the sieve, piping bag, 1 piping tip, what else, parchment paper or baking paper, and your baking tray definitely. So at this point I'm just fixing in my mixer and I would start creaming. Add but margarine and the sugar. You can also use butter if you want. Butter is a bit pricey where I am, so I didn't want to use that, so I'm using margarine. So you add the margarine and your sugar into the bowl and then cream with your mixer. This process of combining the butter or margarine and the sugar together is called creaming. So you cream your butter and sugar till it's pale and fluffy, till you no longer see that sharp yellow color. The yellow color there is now pale and fluffy and the mixture is well combined. Always remember guys to scrape down the sides of the bowl when doing this so you can get into every corner of the mixture and you know that you have a well mixed mixture. So that's what I'm doing here. You can see I'm using my spatula to scrape down the sides of the bowl after every few minutes. This process takes about give or take 5 minutes to do. Okay, so you would see what it looks like when I'm done creaming. The margarine I'm using here is Valido. I like Valido because it's soft and very easy to work with. That's what I'm using here. Okay. Please guys, I just wanted to state that, okay, before I get into that, let's continue first. Then the next thing, I get an empty bowl, that's the second bowl, and I put my sieve on top, put in my measured flour and corn flour, put in my measured flour and corn flour and sieve into the bowl and set that aside. I just wanted to get that ready before we end up getting to get that ready before it's being used. Okay, so always sieve your dry ingredients guys to get rid of lumps. Can you see those lumps there? I'm using my hand to crush them because I don't want to waste anything. So always sieve your dry ingredient. And then I put flavor. I don't really have I just gauge it with my eyes. I don't really have like a standard measurement for the flavor, but you can use for this recipe. I will advise, maybe if you're using a very high concentrated flavor, I'll advise you use half teaspoon of the vanilla and half teaspoon of the milk flavor. But if you don't have the milk flavor, that's fine. You can use 1 teaspoon of the vanilla. I like using the milk flavor because it makes it super milky. So once I've combined that in with my mixer, can you see how lush my cookies are already looking? So once you've done that, I just dismantled my mixer, because the next thing we're going to be doing, we're not going to use mixer for it, we're going to be using our spatula. Okay, we're going to be using our spatula. So we're going to fold in the sifted flour into the mixture, into the butter, sugar and flavor mixture. You can see that this thing is highly simple, less ingredients, there are no eggs in it, so it's very yummy. Can you see? That's what your dough should be looking like, very creamy and pale in color. So we're going to add in our flour and fold it in. Before then guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far. I'm really grateful. But guys, if you're new and you're watching this video and you like this kind of content, give me a like button, subscribe to my channel, and when you do, make sure you hit the notification bell beside the subscribe button so that you get notified of future uploads. Okay, if you don't want to subscribe to my channel, I should kneel down for you. Please subscribe. Okay, so this is it. I folded in the flour gently. Please fold in gently so that you don't overwork your mixture. If you overwork your mixture, your cookies is going to come out very hard. Okay, so I'm done folding in my flour. The next thing I'm going to do, I have two methods. I'm going to show you the two methods of how I make the cookies. So first thing I did was I used a piping bag and one empty. You can get this in any cake supply store around you. So I'm going to like pipe rosettes with the piping bag. I'll show you what that rosette is very soon. So how I put the piping bag, you can use a cup, but if you don't want to use a cup, the way I did my hand, like see, put in the pipe, so your hand being curved like that serves as a cup if you don't have like a cup around you. Or if you have a cup around you, you can just put it in a cup and then turn over the ends of the piping bag and put in your dough. So you have to need a lot of energy here because this dough is quite, as much as the dough is soft, the dough is quite hard to pipe out. It's not as easy or as fluid as maybe when you're piping like a normal buttercream or when you're piping like whipped cream. The dough is kind of hard. Okay, so you have to use like serious energy to pipe it. At a point I was already starting to get tired of the piping because as at the time I did this video I was not really feeling fine, so I didn't have the strength to like continue. I didn't even have the energy to continue piping it. So at a point I had to drop out from the whole piping, and that's where the second method comes in. So you will see that in a bit. I just want to show you how to make sure there are no air bubbles. Air bubbles in the mixture is going to really affect your piping. So make it drag it down very well till it comes out of the piping tip and you start your rosette. Now to start piping your rosette, you apply pressure at the center of where you want your rosette to be and go in like a round movement, like go like as you are seeing what I'm doing now. Apply pressure like as if you want to do a dot, then lift it up and go round till you are happy with the size of your rosette. Then stop at the side, make sure like that, make sure that the end of the rosette touches the body so that it doesn't stick out. Mine stuck out a little at that side there, but it doesn't matter, it still looks okay. I'm not perfect, guys, nobody is. So I'm doing it again so that you see. You go round and stop at the side. If you see that thing is sticking out like what I'm doing, you can use your piping tip and just smush it together with the side, you know, nobody will know. So I just did like a few I can't remember how, I think I did like about four pieces or 8, and I got tired of piping because my hands were really shaking. I was not feeling too fine. So this is the second method. You have already done some. I just got like an ice cream scoop. This is the medium size ice cream scoop. There's small, medium, large. So if you want something just moderate in size, you can go for the medium one. So I just scooped out the dough and I put it on the parchment paper. Mind, guys, your oven should have been preheated, so preheat your oven before you start the whole mixing process. I preheated my oven before I even started creaming my margarine and sugar together. Preheated to 350 degrees, and it should be in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes depending on how hot or how your oven works. Mine just took about 10 minutes and it's out, it's ready, like brown on the outside. or you can just watch your oven. And the what you should just make sure and check for is you should be sure that the edges are golden brown before you take it out of the oven, and then let it rest in the tray for a while to cool down before you can have a bite, a very crunchy bite. I just took a bite of mine and it's so yummy. Thanks guys, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. To my next video, bye.